Hello everyone and welcome back to a Lethy Thrills YouTube video where today I'm becoming a ride operator again and I go to operate in the UK's tallest and fastest roller coaster, Hyperia at Thorpe Park. Yeah, so what I'm going to be using today is a website called ridesims.com. It's a great website. It's completely free. You just need to make an account so you can operate all of your favourite rides and attractions across the UK and Europe and even America actually as well. There's some fantastic simulations on here, and I played a few on my YouTube channel before. So go check that video out if you haven't seen it already. But today I'm going to be just operating Hyperia. It's a new simulation what came out just a few weeks ago, and yeah, I've been playing it a little bit, and yes, I thought I'd come along and I'll share my thoughts and play a little bit of this simulation for you guys. So let's get straight into it and operate Hyperia. So then here we are at the loading screen. So yeah, when you jump into the simulation, you get all of the options. Here also going to keep breakdowns on to keep it realistic, and also the sounds, because obviously there's audio on the actual simulation. And when you dispatch a train and it heads at the lift hill and comes back into the station, there's also audio for that. Yeah, unfortunately I can't change this because I'm not a VIP member. That is a extra paid part of Ride Sims 2. Just a few more perks, but I'm going to keep it on average. And here are the keyboard commands. But yeah, let's jump straight into it. Or just realised I haven't actually got my audio on. There we go, the audio is now playing for you. Yeah, so welcome to the unofficial Hyperia simulation. Find your fearless. Yeah, and here's what it looks like when you enter. So you got all the soundtrack on for this, and like I said before, when the train dispatches and heads at the left hill, you also have the audio for that when it comes back into the station. Yeah, so with obviously Ride Sims, yeah, you can operate all of the different rides, and yeah, I've been playing this one a little bit. I think this one is my favourite so far. But yeah, before we get into looking around it all, I'm actually just going to open the main queue, fast track, and the single rider, just so by the time I'm ready to operate, I'll actually have some guests to fill the trains, because sometimes it does take a while for the queues to fill up. So if you do that as soon as you jump in, then you can have the trains and stuff whilst you wait. So yeah, let's just take a quick look around before we start operating the ride. Also, you got the main coaster layout. This looks fantastic, and you also see all the queue lines and the plaza, very realistic. They always do a good job with this. Obviously in the background you've got Solar Ride and Colossus. Down here then obviously got all your buttons you need to use to play the sim. Obviously power, e-stops, system modes, and this way all your dispatches, gates and restraints all pop up over here. And obviously this is all of the technical stuff. But yeah, let's get straight into the simulation then. We're going to power on Hyperia and have the 2-train operation on now. Okay, so just turned the power on, and the system mode is in maintenance, and just down here, obviously the block sections is turning red. We need to turn the blocks on, so obviously the rides don't enter into different blocks until they're not meant to be. And yeah, so now if I wanted to, I can operate the coaster now. I also need the trains on. So down here is the transfer button, because you need to get the train from the maintenance bay into the main station. So if we click that, the track will move just down here. There we go. Perfect in place, and now we can add the first train. And obviously, with Hyperia, the maintenance bay, it is not a standard. So usually maintenance bays are on the final brake run. Hyperia's maintenance bay is just before the first turn. So obviously, when you add a train on, that will have to be sent before you can have the second train on due to the position of wherever it is. And yeah, the train is just leaving the maintenance bay and reversing into the station. And then we've got some people in the queue line waiting to board the first train when that happens. Yes, then now it's just coming into the station, so we're going to check the view. Obviously we've got this view where it's a top-down view of the station, and also in the station, yeah, see we can the train reversing in. I really like this station design on this game. So there's the ride operator, and yeah, see when you actually put people onto the train, the air gates will obviously open with the baggage hold will also open. There's actually bag sensors, a nice detail. Yes, like I said before, to get a two-train operation Hyperia, this train will have to be sent out before I can have the second train on, so I'll do that now. And yeah, like I've been mentioning a lot, there's a dispatch audio, so I'll put that in now when we get to operate Hyperia for the first time. We've got a few people in the air gates ready to go, but yeah, not yet. So now, obviously I can't operate it now because I need to move the transfer track back. I'm just going to wait for that to turn back, because I just don't want to go back into the maintenance bay. I want to go around the circuit. And yeah, let's dispatch it. So I'll play the audio now. Yeah, there you go, then the audio has played and the train has dispatched. And the lifter just taking its first turn, and once that goes on the lifter, we can then add the second train onto the circuit, just so we can have extra capacity for this coaster, because obviously it's going to get long queues with the main attraction now at full park. Here we are now, the lift hill audio has begun as you make your way towards the lift hill. Obviously, this is a really good part of the ride actually, as you build the anticipation. And yeah, but I have noticed, yeah, it doesn't actually make it to the top of the lift hill by the time the audio starts, so it is kind of awkward. But obviously it is just a game, it's not completely realistic, but it rides into it, that's not the case. I don't know what he got it, issue game, but on your phone, your computer, it's great. Yeah, so now that's starting to climb up the lift hill when the audio ends, which is quite funny. But yeah, now we can actually move the transfer track back over the second train onto Hyperia. Yeah, this is, I mean, I've only, this is, I can't speak, this has only been out for a couple of weeks now. I think actually days, I think this is the first week it came out actually. And yeah, I do think this is my favourite simulator again. And just obviously one, it's my favourite roller coaster in the UK, and also just like it's so realistic as well. I found this. Yeah, so just added the second train up now, and I have noticed in the air gate, if we just zoom in a little bit. Here we go. Row 3 is got only one person. We do have a single rider in, so just come down here. And a single rider, and obviously that is where the single rider queue is there to add extra capacity to the rides and roller coasters at these different parks. I think it's time to add some fast track people in to our key line. So we've got 4 fast track now. So we just put this button down here, or F on the keyboard, and then just change it back to main, is L on the keyboard. But yeah, I need to add some fast track people in because they made a lot of money to be at the front of the queue and hadn't really let anyone in. But yeah, I think if let's look a little bit closer there, I probably could use the zoom in button actually. But yeah, I think the train is the train's about to enter into the station. The other train's about to be at the top of the lift though, so we're going to see that go around for the first time. And yeah, I think it's time to operate Hyperia, but I've just noticed on the back row there's only one person, so unless there's only, yeah, we're going to get another single rider queue in there. But yeah, let's just watch Hyperia do its layouts for the first time. And there she is into the final break. And yeah, it's a little bit slow, but yeah, it's just like I said before, just a simulation. But yeah, so I think we're ready to operate Hyperia with guests for the first time. So if I just switch over to normal mode, now we can go into the station building as well. Yeah, that's really annoying. There's no single rider queues and no single riders for the empty space on the back row, and actually the best seats on the right. But yeah, let's enter the station, and here we go. Let's enter. First of all, open the restraints, so guests can enter and sit down. Then the air gates open. And once we've done that, we open the air gates. Now, gates open. And then guests will board Hyperia. You'll see now I've got the bags, which is a nice effect. There's not actually, there aren't any the other simulations as well. Oh, I've just realised I forgot to change the transfer track back over. Yeah, we don't want guests coming into the transfer track, do we? And into the maintenance. But yeah, so let's just turn back to normal. Let's forget that happened, okay? Now we're going to enter gates close. So now guests can then fill the air gates. We've got 6 people in the main queue, 2 in the fast track, and now we're single rider when the train is already full. Typical. Oh, 2 single riders now. Now we're going to close the restraints, and then yeah, we're ready to send the train on Hyperia, which is going to be exciting. It takes a little bit while for this part, but yeah, we're about to send Hyperia for the first time with guests, which is going to be exciting. Nearly a full train, 19 out of 20 people, and yeah, I think it's ready to press the button and we can send it. Just noticed no main queue. It turns up to fast track here to get more people into the queue. Not sure why it's taking so long. It's taking its time, isn't it? So yeah. Oh, while we're here, because there's no other people in the queue, we're going to have 2 single riders as well. Ooh, there we go. Now I can dispatch. Get ready for the audio again. Yeah, so then Hyperia is off with all the people, and yeah, the second train's about to enter, and that's where we could hear the station return audio play for the first time. Yeah, so I'll just come back when that comes on. Here it comes into the station again after its first test run. Waiting for a full train this time. And there it is, the return audio. And yeah, so now we can add guests to this train unlike before. Yeah, so whilst we do that, we're going to check how the train is. To the bottom of the list, that's the block station. That will be the importance on roller coasters in real life and safety. Because if that block section if the train hasn't gone through it, the next train can't go. Otherwise it could collide, and obviously that's very dangerous for the people on the train and just all the safety precautions. So obviously we're not going to send the train. The next train to the one to hit the final brake run. That's pretty standard on most roller coasters. Even if the dispatch button comes on, if I dispatch that train, it's just going to get you stopped on the lifter anyway. So I might as well just wait for the train to hit the final brake run, and to also add a little bit of realism, because that's what Hyperia does in real life. Yeah, let's head back into the station, and we can fill this train up. Okay, so now the dispatch board is on. So now I can actually dispatch Hyperia. But we'll just check where the other train is. Yeah, it's literally just going down the first drop and into the non-inverting element. Yeah, so we've got a little bit of time to wait. But I thought I'd mention now, there's a little Easter egg in this simulation. Now, I literally have no idea why this is here. I don't know if it was like a little joke between when it was being built, but no clue. But yeah, if you want to point your attention to this lake here, in between the splashdown, the wave turn, and then the final break on this lake here, if you just hover your mouse over, see how it does a little click. If I click this, there we go. A little Loch Ness monster appears. Don't know why that's there, just a fun little Easter egg, I guess. Something fun to do whilst you're waiting for the train to go around. But yeah, I'll see. I'll come back to you. We'll get dispatch the next train on Hyperia. Here it comes into the final pop of airtime, and yeah, we're just going into the final break. So now let's go into the station and dispatch Hyperia again for the third time now, second time with guests. We go then, so it's dispatched. Again, what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to close the queue lines, and then we're going to have one final train. So yeah, we've got 3 people, and we're also going to have a single rider in. And yes, that's just leaving the station. The second train is on the final break. We're about to come back into the station after doing this layout. And yeah, we're just zoom in into the station. We've got a couple of rows left. So yeah, we're not going to have a full train, we're going to have 9 rows out of 10, which is kind of annoying now thinking about it, but it's okay. Yes, we're going to have the single rider in now. We're going to fill row 8, and yeah, we're going to, oh no, we've got one more person in the queue line. I don't know how he got in there, but he's going to fill row 10 there. We're going to enter the station, and yeah, so the next train is going to come in, and we're going to collect their bags. Yeah, then we're going to send this final train, and yeah, I'll probably submit my score. Here it comes into the station again. So then the train is now in the station, and yeah, about to board the final train of the day. Yeah, only a three operations today for Hyperia. Very, very quiet day at Thorpe Park it must be. And yeah, so they're going to exit the train. I'm going to board the final. Let's just check where the other train is. Just at the bottom of the left. Open the restraints. Let's do that now then. The gates for the baggage hold hooks up, and you can get your bin, which is another cool detail. And I think that's a little cup there. That's cool as well, because you get the refillable cups at the theme parks as well. That's just another extra addition to this simulation to make it even better. Absolutely love it. Yes, open the restraints here. Yeah, they just disappeared. Yeah, obviously walked down the exit and into the photo booth. You know, we're going to board this final train, and then yeah, we're going to send it off, and that will be the end of the video. So yeah, let's board the train now for Hyperia. So then we can actually dispatch this train, but like before, we're going to just check where the other train is. Yeah, just entering into the Cremerol, the best elements on Hyperia. And yeah, so when that hits the final break one, actually, you know what, because the last train, we're going to just send it now, and I'll show you what I mean with block systems, and I'll see how we build these. Follow this train actually, so we just go here. Yes, the first train is actually making its way into the dive stall, and the second train is just leaving the station. So it actually might clear the block section depending on how quickly the first train gets to the final break run. But just say you sent the first train, but that was like on the first drop, it would definitely hit a block break, and it has to like reset it all, and it just causes mayhem for the staff members. Yes, this train just enters the splashdown here. Doesn't work in the game, and doesn't work in real life. So yeah, I guess that's realistic then. But yeah, entering into the still now. Well, it's meant to be. It's still the first turn. And yeah, that's the key on close for a score of 5,800. Yeah, comment down below if you played the simulation like your highest scores. I think you play this a lot more and getting a higher score than 5,000. Yeah, this is definitely not going to hit any block breaks. That's coming into the final break shortly, and that hasn't even engaged in the lift yet. So yeah, we're going to be good for this one. And there we go, it's hit the final break run, and the second train isn't even on the, just on the left up. So follow the climb, 236 foot above Thorpe Park. Now let's go into the break run. So we're going to get the riders off this train, close the restraints, and then put that train back into the maintenance bay. And I'll also do the same with the other one when that gets back into the station. And yeah, that's my operating day on Hyperia done. Yeah, if you could operate any ride or roller coaster in the world, comment down below which one you would do. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to operate Hyperia, but if it did stop, I'll have to climb up the lift hill, and I hate heights. So yeah, put it on the one for me, that one. But yeah, comment down below what ride or roller coaster you would love to operate if you could have the opportunity to. So then that's coming into the station then. Here it is about to play the station return audio again. I love all these different audios in this simulation. It's incredible. The amount of detail they put into this is fantastic. Yeah, so there we go. That is in the stations. We're going to check where the other train is. Yeah, just at the top of the lift though, yeah, so there's not going to be any stoppages because it has played the block sections, which is fine. Oh, spoken too soon. It stops at the top of the lift hill and the block button is blinking. So let's go into the maintenance mode. We're going to click blocks. We're going to press lift block. And then we reset the block. Now that's gone. Yeah. I've spoken too soon. It did actually stop because the train didn't get to the station in time. So yeah, that's what can happen. And not just on ride 2, but also on ride 2. Let's head straight back. Let's head back into the station, and then we can let these riders off, and then we can put this train in the maintenance bay for the end of the day. So let's just do that, and we get the option to. The baggage hold is moved now. Restraints open. Okay, so now at this point, I have the option to either open the gates to guess what there's supposed to be down there, or we can close the restraints again, which I'm going to do, and then we're going to move it back into the maintenance bay. And right before you go into maintenance system mode, we're going to turn the transfer track so that it goes into the maintenance mode. And now also we're not going to open the restraints again, because that'd be weird if you did that. We're going to come down here then, we're going to remove the train, and that's going to be put into the maintenance shed, whilst the second train is just in the dive loop, and then we're going to do the same with that. And then yeah, Hyperia is officially closed for the day, which is great news for staff members. They can go home now. Yeah, so we're going to just move the trains back into the maintenance bay for the night. So then the second train has hit the final brake run there. The other train is just about to pull up into the maintenance shed. So yeah, just like that train, on this train coming into the brake run, we're going to get the riders off, close the restraints, and put that train into the maintenance bay, which is perfect because then obviously I can go home for the obviously Thought Park Hyperia op cabin. I'm definitely in. But yeah, let's wait for the train to into the station. Here it comes then for the final time, the last train of the day, entering into the station. Here it comes now. So the train is now nearly fully parked, ready for the car to enter the station. Here it is. And yeah, now we can open the restraints and then close them and put the second train into the maintenance bay alongside the first train. So yeah, just like before, we wait to get the say when we can open the restraints. Yeah, the baggage hold is going up. Yeah, I've said that a lot of times, but yeah, it's just such an incredible detail. You know, also you push to exit, all the exit signs, your cordial wings, staff area, it's just so incredibly detailed. This, I mean, even the little staff member and the little panel he has, it's just incredibly detailed. The train design is top notch as well. But yeah, now I can open the restraints. Yeah, then the riders are off the train, and now we can close the restraints again when we get the option to. Yeah, we can just close restraints, and then yeah, we just move it straight into the maintenance bay. Yeah, so let's to see where the other train is. Yeah, that's completely parked and ready for the next day. And now we just need to remove the train. So then whilst we're waiting for the train to enter the maintenance shed, just going to go to mechanic. And yeah, this is really cool because this, we know train number 2 is in the maintenance shed and train number 1 is just entering the maintenance shed. Once we've got all the stats for Hyperia, height, 236 foot, length of 3,265 foot, duration 1 minute 30 seconds, 81 miles per hour, 14.8 seconds of airtime, wheels first, outer banks invert, the camera roll, manufacturer Mac in versions 2. I've dispatched 4 trains, 58 peeps handled, 0 mechanic call out, which is pretty nice. Yeah, just these little touches really go a long way. Yeah, it's just about to enter the mechanic bay, the maintenance bay even, and yeah, so we can close the ride down once that's gone. Yeah, there we go. So now I want to power off Hyperia. Oh, I need to stop the. There we go. I have to press E-stop first, and then close the ride down. There we go. And I've just operated Hyperia, the UK's tallest and fastest roller coaster token U2 on ridesims.com. If you want to see me check out another simulation on ridesims.com, comment down below which one you'll do, and I'll happily do that for you. And yeah, if you have enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at LukeThemeParkThrills. I've been Luke. Goodbye.